That stuck with me, but because of the American capitalistic system and we're always on a rush to do something, is I didn't go. It was always next year, next year, next year,
Okay.
until I finally got the call, and I think it was about 2014 that my father had passed.
Wow.
My father had died, and of course I was going to come bury my father, but there were certain things that went with it. Um, as I came to bury my father, stepping off the plane, I think that my father passing was a gift that was passed down as divine intervention for me to come to Ghana.
Mm.
One of the things that it did was when I stepped off the plane, the land grabbed me. Like I felt something, brother.
Yeah.
I felt seeing my people. And this is not a back to Africa story.
Mm-hmm.
This is just that I felt something grabbing in me. As I went to immigration, true story, the sister looked at my passport. She seen me Aite, which is a God name.
Right.
And she said, she started speaking God to me. And I said, I don't know God. And she said, oh, she's like, you're lost. You're the lost Ghanaian. Welcome home.
Mm.
And it hit me in my heart and it stuck with me.
Yeah.
As I buried my father, speed up the story, what I started to learn is that I was welcomed into my family. My family is one of the original families of Jamestown. We got a family house there that's been there since probably the 1800s, and it looks like it too. And Jamestown is the hood, is one of the original neighborhoods where, basically people migrated from. But basically, it was like an old school hood story. This was grandma's house, great grandma's house.
Mm.
Aunts and uncles, everybody walking through the neighborhoods. People knew my father, my cousins, everything. It just felt as grimy as it was. It just
Oh,
felt at home to know that my family was originally from here,
mm.
5 minutes from the Atlantic Ocean, brother. In addition to me burying my father, understanding that we are a people of tradition. I didn't understand it. Nah, you don't call the shots here. You have family elders. We have 3 meetings. This is how we do. There was real tradition here. One of the things that my father did do, he made sure that I grew up in diverse environments. So I grew up around Jewish people. I grew up around Italians. I grew up around all type of ethnicities. And for some reason, me pushing my culture away, you always looked at their culture. Like, oh, look what they do. Look what they do, this, this, and that. But not understanding that my people, no, this is how we bury, this is how we bury him. On Thursday, you go to the morgue, he's wrapped in a cloth, they have to bathe him. They take him in a hearse, and they take him to every house that he grew up in.
Right.
The final house is the house of his father. And people from all around come in their beautiful fabrics, bruh, and they worship you. It's all about you. It's about your father.
Right.
You sit there, and as you know, brother, I'm talking to the choir,
Mm.
speeding it up. On Sunday, it's a party.
Yeah.
On Sunday, people come, they come to drink, they come to party,
Yeah.
but it's a celebration, brother. So me embracing all this at my father's funeral, brother, and seeing people that look like me, seeing people that look like people I knew from Alabama, some of my frat brothers, some Deltas I know, some cats from the hood, seeing cats tall, skinny, seeing the young brothers with swag. They might be wearing secondhand clothes, but they fitted to death.
Right.
And just most importantly, seeing the humbleness in people, bro. How friendly they were. I'm from Detroit. We're all from urban cities, no matter where you're from. I didn't have to worry about that. For the first time, I was around men, and I wasn't confronted with that uneasiness of saying, "Hey, what's up, my man? How you doing?" Or "Hello." It was, "Hey, how you doing?" It was
Right.
a smile and nod when you were walking down the street. So to say that is, brother, more importantly, I was welcomed with something I was faced in as a grown man. And at that time, I think I was like 40. That my whole worldview had been turned around on what Africa was
Mm-hmm.
and what the world was and what Black people could do.
Yeah.
More importantly, from an economic sense, and I hate to be selfish to really say this, but we're all blessed, we're college educated to have jobs, and I was doing fairly well financially. I mean, I was okay, so I thought.